Okay, we're here to review step number 23 of the 67 steps by Tai Lopez. This one's called Landing Your Plane on the Great Wall, How to Bypass the Obstacles of Life. And we start off this lesson with a story about Joel Salatin's dad. And he was learning to fly a bomber in World War II. And he was on a training exercise with an instructor, and the instructor handed over the controls to Joel Salatin's dad and pointed to the runway and said, "There's the landing strip. I want you to land the plane right there." But then a storm came in and started blowing the plane off course. And Joel Salatin's dad said, "The plane is being blown off course. I don't think I'm gonna make it." And the instructor looked at him and said, "No, son, you have to make the plane go where you want it to go." And of course, the emphasis there is you have to make the plane go where you want it to go. And in this case, you're probably not an aviator, but the plane is your life. We all want a better business, a better body, a better social life, a better love life. And a lot of life is trying to go from point A to point B, where you are and where you want to arrive. And the key thing to realize, though, is that storms are coming. This is not negative speech, it's positive speech, because it will prepare you. And achieving your goals takes faith and force of will. And you can only push through the storm if you see yourself punching out on the other side. And when you expect obstacles, they aren't as nearly as traumatic. That's why studying and reading about history is so important, because looking back will give you some wherewithal to look forward. It's also why it's important to not only read about history, but to travel around the world. Because when you see things like third world country problems, your first world country problems will seem much easier to deal with. You know, your broken refrigerator in your house is gonna seem like no big deal when you realize that a lot of people in the world never have even had a refrigerator. And landing your plane on the Great Wall means getting over barriers. You know, to get over barriers, there's a few different ways, one of which is what probably a lot of people do. They bang their head against the wall over and over and over again. But it's insane to expect different results with the same routine. The only way to overcome obstacles and overcome the walls in life is to innovate your way out of problems. And the beautiful thing about innovation is they are endless. You can take a sledgehammer and smash through the wall. You can take a shovel and dig underneath it. You can put your running shoes on and run around that sucker. You can even get a ladder and climb over it. There's lots of options. And the good news is, besides being lots of options, all walls come to an end, even the Great Wall of China. So look at your life. The things that you hate, the pain that you have, are primarily a non-innovation issue. And Freud says that there's three kinds of pains that we're going to experience in life. The first is decay of the physical body. The second one is forces out of your control, you know, being hit by a drunk driver. And the third and most common one is pain from human relationships. So back to getting over the Great Wall, how do you innovate your way out of a problem today? Well, the first thing you should do is go back and check your Eulerian destiny. Second is take the wall and break it down into baby steps. The wall is usually made of bricks. Pick one brick, get over that obstacle first, and you'll notice that each next one will be easier and easier to get over. But remember too that as soon as you overcome one wall, there's going to be immediately another one. Welcome to life. And the more obstacles you get over, though, the more creative you get. And just to keep this one brief, remember that your life is a canvas that you paint, but don't be in a hurry to make it. Otherwise, you will wish you were younger and able to enjoy it. So enjoy today. Keep it in perspective, have faith, have willpower, and have force of will. The questions at the end of this lesson are, do you have a realistic plan that can generate faith? On a scale of 1 to 10, How strong is your ability to conjure up and generate force of will? What have you lost perspective in where you thought something was going to be the biggest calamity, but turned out to be fairly minor? And what books are you going to start reading? Thanks so much. I'll see you on the next lesson. Take care.